Hello, I'm John O'Neill, and I've done my paper on my research paper on the Mississippi State Lottery, which we do not have, and I believe that we need one. We could use one for educational system and a better roads and railroads, and it's better for all the subsidies in the state of Mississippi. For agricultural, could go to the agricultural part. They could just split it up in certain different ways, because the lottery is a billion dollar industry, and and I don't see the reason why we don't have one. I mean, other states, our neighboring states, does Louisiana, Georgia, Arkansas, Texas, Florida, you name it. I mean, there's only 6 states that didn't have one, and Mississippi is one of them. Alabama and Utah, Alaska, Hawaii, and Nevada are the other ones. And it's kind of funny that Nevada didn't have one since it's the Las Vegas. Las Vegas. They're the Nevada is all about gambling, or a game of. I mean, let me rephrase that: a game of chance. Um, but I think that Mississippi will benefit from a lottery, from the aspects of, just like I said before, splitting it up. You could have so much for here and so much for there. In North Carolina, they have their lottery set up just for education, and I'm gonna give you. It's on their website. I mean, you go to their North Carolina website, North Carolina Education Lottery website, and it tells you how much money has gone to education since the beginning of the lottery. And I will tell you that right now. Let me pull it up. Since the inception of the lottery in North Carolina through the December 31 of 2016, over 4.8 billion dollars was raised for education in the state of North Carolina. So why can't Mississippi, why can't we have a lottery that goes for education or anything? I mean, it could go for anything. That's why I'm trying to. I don't understand it. I mean, people from Hattiesburg, from Biloxi, Gulfport, wherever you live, they go across state lines to buy a lottery ticket. I do it. So I mean, it's to the point. If they go into Louisiana and buy a ticket, that money does not come back to Mississippi. It stays in Louisiana. So why aren't we reaping the benefits from the money that can stay here in Mississippi instead of going out of state? Because when I travel, I may pick up a lottery ticket at a retail store, and if I go to the mountains of Tennessee, if I go to Disney World in Florida, or if I go to the beaches in Florida, or if I go to Louisiana to New Orleans to the Audubon Zoo, I may get a lottery ticket for a game of chance. And some say, well, if we get a lottery in Mississippi, then the poor is going to get poorer, and they're just going to be good. They're just going to be trying to get lottery tickets to get rich. Well, they have the right to spend their money how they want to. I mean, we all do. We're Americans, But I think it would benefit the state of Mississippi for numerous reasons. And just like Arkansas raised $180 million just last year, and for their states, and they it's just amazing how we can just let this money go, just leave our state, and and some say, well, it's gambling. Well, it is a form of gambling. I will say that it's a form of gambling. However, the way I look at it, I'm a Christian. You know, I'm a believer, and if we have a if we have a game, I call it I've been calling it a game of chance. If we have let's say we have a cakewalk at a local venue for a fundraiser. Okay, and a cakewalk. If you don't know what a cakewalk is, you know, women in the community or whoever, they may bake a cake and donate it to the general fund of whatever you're raising money for. And you have a cakewalk. You set up a line. You set up a circle of chairs, and then the participants give them 50 cents or $1 for a chance to win a cake. So you sit in a circle. You get in a circle, and then they start playing music. Whoever running the cakewalk who plays music. Then they play the music for a little while, then they stop. Well, you sit in a chair that's numbered, and in a box you have the numbers are in a box, and you draw a number out. And if you win, if your number is say if you're sitting in number 6, chair number 6, and the ticket is number 6 drawn, you win the cake. It's a game of chance. Just like a drawdown for a raffle, a $10,000 drawdown. It's a game of chance. Numbers drawn. If your number's drawn and you're the winner, you win the money. It's a game of chance. You know, the lottery in the Webster Dictionary is every dictionary I found. It's a game of chance. We take chances every day. Some say going to work is a game of chance. It's a chance. There's a chance you may. Hopefully you'll make it. You know, but there's always a chance. But I'm going back to my original point. Lottery in Mississippi was approved in 1992 by the state legislature, but it got voted down. And Governor Mavis tried to get it back, and he pushed for it, but it kept going. It kept going and going and going. It kept going away for some reason. Let me go back here and tell you a little more facts here from my research here. Back in the early territorial days, they actually set up a lottery. The examples for the fundraising lotteries went for $25,000 to a Masonic Lodge in Natchez, $5,000 for an academy in Columbus, $1,000 for Jackson Academy in Wilkinson County, $2,000 in Port Gibson for a Columbia, $2,000 in Port Gibson, $2,000 for a Columbian Academy in Marion County, which is still there, $5,000 for Presbyterian Church. So really, the lotteries and the game of chance has been around for a long time. It hasn't been approved for a long time. State Representative Tommy Reynolds of Charleston, who is a representative in our state, has the opinion it's time to give what the residents of Mississippi want, which is a state lottery. Now what he was saying there, he wants the money to stay in Mississippi, which I totally agree with him. Because why spend your hard-earned money on gas and time going to Louisiana or Florida to get one? Because we can get them here, and we already have casinos. So I don't know why we have one. It's a great idea. It will help so much. America spent $73 billion on lottery tickets in 2015. $73 billion. That's countrywide. That's in 46 states, or 44 states. So it's just mind-boggling the money that we could have here, and I haven't done a title page of this yet, but I will do on my paper. I'm all in for a state lottery. And I'm gonna give you some breakdowns of what the neighboring states do, and then and we'll wind this up. Arkansas spent 73 million for education. Florida 1.5 billion for education. Georgia it's 981 million for education. Kentucky 236 million for scholarships. Louisiana is 185 million to combat gambling. Tennessee spends 348 million for education and other school programs. Texas spends 1.24 billion in education and veterans. It's time, Mississippi. It's time for a state lottery. Thank you.